and say yes. Yes. For the benefit of those of you watching by international television and listening by radio around the world, I want to explain to you what we mean by chanting yes in this service. We're saying yes to the presence of God within our own being. We're saying yes to the power of God. We're saying yes to the love of God. Yes to the goodness of God. Whatever goodness you want in your life today, say yes to it, and it will come into your life. Say yes to health. Yes, yes to happiness. Yes, yes to love. Yes, yes to success. Yes, yes to prosperity. Yes. And if you want money, say yes to money. Yes. I have a wonderful family that I'm going to talk to now. The mama, the papa, and even some grandchildren. And they know who they are, and I want them to start assembling around me here now. This is a rather unique family in this ministry for many reasons. The mother, the father, and 2 teenage sons all write to me, and they support this ministry. And they're here every Sunday. And the mother and the father work with this ministry. I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. Henry Costin and family. Give them a great big hand. Now, I'm always preaching about success and prosperity around here. And Mr. Costin, he plays the organ here, and he also conducts one of the choirs and takes care of the music at crusades in different parts of America. And so I'm always happy when I find that the stuff I use is working for people who are working so closely with me, because I demand that everybody who is close to me, working with me and watching me, I demand that this stuff work for them. Because, you know, I've got this saying, you can't lose with the stuff I use. And if you're working with me, some of this stuff ought to rub off on you. And it's an amazing thing, because every Sunday, Mr. and Mrs. Costin are here, in particular their 2 teenage sons, and they give to support the ministry here in church. And during the week, I get letters again with money in it from them. I said, this is so amazing. They work with my success ideas and the blessing plan. And so, some time ago, I got a very beautiful long letter from Mr. Costin telling me of some wonderful things which have happened to him, and in just a moment, I'm going to let him tell you in his own words. But I got so excited the last time he testified here for radio, because he told us not only has he gotten promoted to the highest position attainable on his civil service job since using these success ideas and being a part of this ministry, but he has also invested in 2 oil wells that are pumping money into his pockets every month. And if you come around here, you know another one of my cliches is money making money. Come on, say that with me. Money making money. Say it again. Money making money. And he kept hearing me say all of this business about money making money. Because, you know, I told you it isn't enough in life to always just be working for money. Yes, you should work and earn a living. But I've told you before that everyone should get to a point in life where he not simply works for money, but you should get to a point where money works for you. All right. And so Mr. Costin and his family have been blessed in many ways, and he decided to invest in some oil wells. And so now he's got some money, making money, and they've been blessed in so many other ways, but let him tell it in his own way. Give him a great big hand.
I certainly don't mind contributing to this ministry, for I and my family, and I think it's even rubbed off on my daughter and son-in-law, we are being blessed continuously. I told Reverend Icon the last time I testified on radio that I had achieved the highest position that I could obtain through civil service, but there's an old question, how high is up? And since that time, I've even exceeded that position. I didn't know during the years I was working that I made any particular impression on the people upstairs, but after I had thought I'd gone as far as I could go, they called me into the office one day and they said, Henry, we have something here for you. You can accept it or reject it. It's up to you, but it's worth your while to accept it. So they said, do you want it? I said, well, if you think I can do it, by all means, I think I can do it, and I do want it. And now I am the coordinator of environmental control for the New York City Transit Authority. So certainly I can testify today that Reverend Ike's stuff works. I used to see so many of the folks that come into town said, if your stuff is not working, try mine. Well, I tried Reverend Ike's stuff and it works.
Tell us a little bit about this making money thing, because this is really something that I've been trying to get over to the people.
Well, yes. It came to me that, if I could just put my money into oil, that would be the thing. And I spoke it over with my wife. And this was like on a Wednesday. I went to work on a Wednesday night, and when I came back, my wife said that a friend of yours called, and she's interested in getting you interested in oil wells. And I put my hand on my chin, because I never seen anything work that fast. While I was thinking of it, they were thinking of me. And on Friday, we went through all the details, and I was convinced, and furthermore, this was what I asked for. So I did concede, and I got into it. And today, I'm receiving a check every single month without fail. They're right on time, and I rejoice because of it.
There was something else also very interesting that you told us. You said that before you came here to this ministry, that you had somewhat of a hang-up about prospering too much because, you had sort of been taught that maybe you shouldn't have too much. It may come between you and God.
That's true. That's true. Well,
you got rid of your hang-ups about having more money?
Oh, believe me, I have. I was under the impression that it was rather difficult to get to heaven with too much on your back. But I thank God today that I know that God wants to bless me as much as I want to be blessed.
Mrs. Costin, do you have any hang-ups about your husband prospering and about your family prospering?
No, I don't. I don't have any hang-ups.
Does money come between you and God?
No, I love God just a little bit better.
Well, Brother Costin and Sister Costin and your wonderful family, I'm glad you still love the Lord.
I love him a little better.
Because what I've always said, people would say, well, maybe if I was too successful or had some more money, perhaps I wouldn't love the Lord as much. And I don't understand that. Because, the more the Lord blesses me, the more I love him. I can love the Lord a lot better when I can pay my bills, when I have money to pay my bills. I can love the Lord a lot better when I have a nice, comfortable place to stay and something nice to ride in and comfortable clothes to wear. Oh, I can love him there. Yes, I can just stand up and sing, oh, how I love Jesus. Does prosperity come between you people and God? No. Would having more money come between you people and God? No. You've heard me say this many times, and it bears repeating. You know, I know what this is all about, because I know what it is to not have money, and I know what it is to have money. I know what it is to have to walk when you don't want to walk. And I know what it is to ride, daddy, ride. Yes, indeed. I started in the ministry preaching at 14 years of age. And I remember when I'd sit up in the pulpit with pasteboard in the bottom of my shoes. And I loved the Lord. But now that I've got decent shoes and I don't have to walk to school no more, and I don't have to be hungry at lunchtime anymore, oh, I can really sing it. Oh, I love Jesus. Oh, well, I do want you to know that I appreciate you and your family and your work with this ministry and your support of this ministry so very, very much. Let me see. Tell the people your name, son.
My name is Henry Costin, Jr.
And I get mail from you, too. And I see you coming around this church. Does your daddy force you to come here?
No.
Would you get anything out of coming here? How old are you now?
17.
Well, why do you come around here?
Well, because this is the only place where, people don't look down on you because you're successful, Say
that again loud and clear. Maybe somebody will know what we're doing around here. What did you say?
I said that this is the only place, the only church that I've ever been to where it isn't against the rules to be successful, You like
that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you look successful too, and I want you to know I appreciate your letters, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you being around this church. I think he testified on radio once, and he told me how he used my stuff. Was it in bowling, or what was it?
Yeah, so I won a league championship, and because of my belief in it.
Uh-huh.
And it's fun to win, so I might as well win with that.
I like that statement. It's fun to win. Why you give me a good sermon? This stuff works. And it is fun to win. And he says he comes here because this is the only church he knows of where people don't look down on you if you're successful. And if there's anything that I teach you around here, I teach you to be winners, don't I? Because God is a winner. Say that with me. God is a winner. Now, I don't know what kind of God you serve, but I wouldn't serve a loser.
All right.
Come on and say yes. Talk back to me. God is a winner. Come on. God is a winner. And for all of you wonderful Jesus people, I want you to know that Jesus is a winner. Right. Come on and say yes. Yes. Say with me, Jesus is a winner. Jesus is a winner. All right, and it is fun to win. That's pretty good. Shake at least 3 hands out there and say to each other, it's fun to win. And you who are looking in, say to somebody, it's fun to win. Yes, it is. It's fun to win. It is fun to win. Oh, yes, it's fun to win. Yes, it is. It's fun to win, baby. It's fun to win. I think you know it's fun to win. All right. Now, young fella, I get mail and offerings from you too. I mean, does your daddy come? I won't let him bother you, I promise. Does your daddy make you come to church here?
No.
He doesn't. What do you hang around here for?
Because it's a nice place. It has a lot of hospitality, and you're welcome here.
Now that's beautiful. Give yourselves a big hand for that. You like coming around here then?
Yes.
And nobody has to make you come here?
No.
How old are you now?
14.
Well, that's beautiful. Give him a great big hand. Hi, sweetheart. What's your name?
Rona,
And how old are you, Rona?
5.
All right. This is Mr. Costin's daughter. What a beautiful daughter you have, and what a beautiful family you're in.
I know.
How does it feel to have a daddy that's into the oil?
Well, he was nice before, but he's just as nice now, if not nicer.
Oil money has not ruined your father? Come on, tell me now.
No, it hasn't.
He's still nice.
No, there's only one problem, though. It's kind of hard finding things to buy for him on Christmas, Father's Day.
That's why in some magazines they have lists which say, gifts for the man who has everything. I tell my members, my friends, and even my family, don't give me anything but money. Is that all right with you?
I go along with that.
Then you see, I can take that and do what I want to do with it. And the greatest thing in my life to do is this ministry. And so whatever you're going to give it to me for this ministry, so that I can inspire and motivate other people. Now, young man, you married into quite an illustrious family here.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Ron Bunn.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for Time Inc.
I see. What do you do?
I'm an ad salesman.
An ad salesman. And I think you had quite a distinguished scholastic career also. Where did you go to school?
Well, I did my undergraduate work at Bernard Baruch, and I've got an MBA from Columbia.
Give him a great big hand. I'm so proud of young men that make something of themselves. Isn't that wonderful? Now, he could be somewhere in an alley drinking wine, cheap wine. But he made something of himself. And, you know, young men like you are inspirations to people everywhere. That you can make it if you try. That if you want to be something and do something and get up off of your behind, you can do it. You spent quite a few years in school then, didn't you? Or how long did it take you?
Well, I think it's somewhere near 20 years, I guess.
But how long in your college career, your higher education?
Well, it took me about 5 years to get my bachelor's and about 2 years to get my master's.
Uh-huh. And did you go directly into the line of work that you're in now?
Well, no, I didn't. Originally, I'd gone into the service with a high school education, came out and tried to decide what I was going to do, so I decided to go to college to get an accounting degree. And then decided, well, in order to get to the top, let's get an MBA. So I went back to school, got my MBA at Columbia, and now I'm working my way up the executive ladder.
What's an MBA, by the way?
A master's in business administration.
All right. God bless you. More power to you. All right. Now, Mr. Costin, you're at work, you know. Oh, yeah. So you can go back to the organ. Mrs. Costin, you're at work too. You can go right back over there and sing with those wonderful people. The rest of you can go out and look at the service. God bless you and enjoy.